Please. Avada Kedavra.
No, 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 please. No, he's gone. This can't be it.
This is a LEGO Slytherin common room mock. Slytherin is my Hogwarts house, and it's the best Hogwarts house, and I'm so proud of this mock. For the size, it's just absolutely packed with detail and awesome techniques, and I'm just super excited to show you guys this recreation of a Slytherin common room. This is also the first part of a 4-part series where I'm gonna recreate all of the common rooms from Hogwarts. Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw. It's probably going to be a monthly thing since in the meantime I want to make some other mocks, but stay tuned for the next 3 common rooms because they're also going to be really hot and spicy like this one. But without any further ado, grab your butterbeer and get ready because we're going to be taking a closer look at this mock. So as you can see, this mock is definitely smaller than most of my other mocks, but I like that because I can make smaller mocks much more dense and detailed and get them out quicker, whereas with big mocks, they just take up most of my collection and they're harder to make. So I'm definitely going to do some smaller mocks in the future, and as you can see, I use the Slytherin color scheme, which is a dark green and then the gray colors, and I also added some dark brown and gold because dark brown is just a really nice color and I think it makes the build look a lot better, and then gold is just very prominent around Hogwarts. There's a lot of gold in Hogwarts, and there's also a little bit of black. There's those torches, and then the couch, and then what's behind the banner, and yeah, I think the colors as a whole look really abstract and just give it a nice look. Now, taking a look at the flooring, I used the same technique that I showed off once in a tip video. I'll link that up top, but basically I create larger rock formations and place them on the ground and then fill it in with cheese slopes so there's no gaps or anything, and the color scheme I used was light gray and dark gray, and I just really liked the technique. It definitely fits in with the Slytherin common room since this is supposed to be in the dungeons underwater, and I just really like it. And on top of the stone flooring, we have a table that has some potions and a cauldron, just regular stuff that would be at Hogwarts, and then there's also a couch that's seating Severus Snape, the head of Slytherin, and then there's also a Draco Malfoy figure. I just added some Slytherin figures so it would seem more like a Slytherin common room. Now, the walls for this mock are made up of 3 different sections, and they're all connected with hinge plates, which is why 2 of the walls on the side are angled inwards, 45 degrees, and the walls on the sides are almost identical, but they do have a few differences, and the wall in the middle has the Slytherin house banner from the LEGO Great Hall set, and there's also 2 torches on both sides of the banner that really give the mock that dungeon vibe, and behind the banner is the actual wall, and it's built in dark gray using the castle wall technique where everything looks very detailed and intricate, and on top of that there's a strip of golden studs that really add a nice finishing touch to the wall. And for the 2 walls on the sides, they both have a dark brown protrusion I built using 1x2x3 slopes, which I flipped over and then wedged between some tiles, and I reinforced it all with this headlight brick technique where I built in opposite directions, and then in the middle there is a build that's supposed to represent a painting. Hogwarts has a ton of paintings, and I included one on each side for this mock, and for the border of the painting, I used these golden chains and oriented them in a way so they would resemble the outline for a painting. And then I built a half minifigure to represent the person in the painting, and I did include 2 iconic characters from the movies/books for the people in the paintings. On the right side, we have Salazar Slytherin, one of the founders of Hogwarts and the founder of the Slytherin house. And then on the left side, we have Horace Slughorn, who is one of the teachers at Hogwarts who happens to be a Slytherin. He was seen a lot in the 6th movie, and both of the half figures are custom, but they look pretty accurate to whom they're supposed to be. And then there's also a bit more gold used for the walls, and some dark green, which definitely helps encapsulate that Slytherin vibe. And also the bottom of the wall sections all use the same detailed castle wall technique in light gray. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this mock showcase. I really like how this one turned out. Stay tuned for 3 more common rooms that are going to be coming in the next few months. I loved making this mock. It's probably one of my just favorites to build, and the final product is just so good. It's small, but I still really love it, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching. More Harry Potter mocks are on their way, so subscribe and stay tuned. Leave your thoughts down below, take care, and chug a cup of studs.